Okay, and we will try this again. Hopefully YouTube doesn't shut down. Tara says too many people is definitely not a bad problem. They've upgraded the account, and okay, let's make it. Okay, they've upgraded the account and they've added more people. It's just what it happens. Okay, so now we're on YouTube. I think whatever it is. The feeds, yes, we're on. Ryan's in Messenger. Thank you, Ryan. Okay, so Ryan and Michael are on board helping you guys today. I think Brianna's on board as well. We are Yahoo. Okay, if you've missed it, I'm sorry. We've had a full house today. I apologize to everybody who's been waiting for 16 minutes to get on. My team tells me that we flooded out Facebook Live, and I guess the stream was too much for Facebook Live. We've maxed out our room on our webinar, and so now we're here on YouTube with you. So hopefully this feed stays live and you get to see us and talk to us, because we love you and we want to help you grow your audiences. So I'm going to recap just really, really fast what you've missed so we can make sure you guys are on board and you're getting the most out of this discussion, right? Okay, somebody let me know if this is not showing what we need it to show. And we're going to go to how to create viral. Okay, Michael, somebody text me if it's not showing what we needed to show. Okay, this is me. I've got helped myself go viral. I've helped other people go viral. My secret behind it is essentially this statement from Ryan Deiss. Okay, you, me, we all as marketers need to tell a story. Our product, when we make an ad, it's to tell a story. When we put a post up about content, it's to tell a story. It's to tell a message, right, to your audience. But a story only captures attention. We don't care about one instant of attention. At least, I mean, we all like attention, but we shouldn't care just about that moment. We have to position ourselves for a future, right? So if we tell just a regular story, it only captures that moment. What we really need to do is tell their story. If we can capture their story, we've captured their hearts. And there's 3 tactics to do that. 1, wear a bumper sticker. And what do I mean by that? I mean, let your content talk for your reader. Number 2, feed Facebook. Go full screen. Okay, how's that? Does that better? Feed Facebook. And what does that mean? Feeding Facebook means essentially that you let your content be put up in a way that keeps the platform happy, okay? Facebook has users on mobile, so you're not gonna wanna do things that are anti-mobile, right? Facebook has people who are coming on and they're staying on the platform, and Facebook wants people to interact with each other. So if you have content that drives people off of Facebook and that they're not commenting on and they're not engaging with, it's not feeding the platform's goals, right? So the likelihood of Facebook showing it is gonna be a lot lower, right? Because it's not meeting Facebook's goal. Next one, share strategically, okay? There's reasons to share. There's times when you should upload content natively. Native content is doing much more better in the last couple of weeks. We've seen more like a week and a half, 2 weeks. So we'll see if this trend continues or if sharing strategically is still something that works. Every couple of weeks, Facebook is changing things. Every couple of months, really, Facebook is changing things. Sharing strategically is still part of that plan. Okay, so what is the bumper sticker? Essentially, you're helping people connect. Think of bumper stickers you've seen. Honor roll student, right? You run a marathon. Somebody who's, I used to have one that said peace, love, and paddle because I was a whitewater rafter when I was in college. And I loved whitewater rafting and backpacking. And I had peace, love, paddle because that I thought was something like cool. So I had it on my bumper sticker of my car so I could find other paddlers. And it was just fun, right? I had that because I wanted people to know that I was a whitewater rafter. And other people who were whitewater rafters would recognize the little insignia thing that I had and would like start a conversation with me or something. I don't know. But that's, what do you want people to see of you? What do your readers want people to see of them? That's what you're going to use with your content. You essentially talk for your audience. When people share, they're posting things because they want others to see about it. To do that, you have 4 parts of your page that you need to optimize. And I'm going to show you guys really fast here, those 4 parts. Can you guys see me again instead of the screen? And we'll just show those 4 parts really, really fast. The 4 parts are your profile picture. Okay, 4 parts are your profile picture, and then we've got the cover, and then we go to the content. Okay, and then of course your name. So we have 4 parts here of the content, 4 parts of your post. Part 1 is your name. Okay, it's best if it's something that's very clear for your readers to understand what this content's about, right? If it's your name, if it's something that your readers would identify with, for example, quirky mama, that was my first site. Why? Because in college, somebody called me quirky. And when I had a baby, I was like, oh, now I'm a quirky mama. So it fit at the time, right? So for you, what is something that your readers would call themselves? I named my page what I would call, like what I've called myself. Think for you, what would your readers call themselves? Now, let's say your content isn't something that's good for a bumper sticker. Let's say it's something like you sell air conditioning units and you don't want to call yourself HV Techs. Okay, totally fine. You can say air conditioner units in Fort Worth. If it's not something your reader would identify, make it clear about who is coming, what they're going to get from the page. Okay, and so then 2 is your profile. Okay. Now let's say you guys have named your page something that's your name or something that's not clear. The thing is, it's fine as long as 3 pieces of the content fit. Worst case scenario, 2. Okay, so we've got 1's the name, 2 the profile, 3 is your cover, and 4 is your content. And all of those guys, if best case scenario, all of these are about your reader or about what your page is about. Okay. So that is essentially the parts of your page that you're going to optimize for your bumper sticker. Go back in here. Yeah. Okay, so now that you've looked at your page and you're saying, am I talking for my reader with my content? Come on. Whoops. Okay, this is examples. Is my page talking for my reader? Can my people, the people coming to my page, immediately get what my page is about? The one on the left, invisible children. Do you get what that's about when you first see it? At the top of the page is a lady talking in a hut. Do you get that it's about rescuing children from slavery? You go below, you don't understand what it's about, right? On the other end of things, on the right, you can see Humans of New York. This page is pretty clear what it's about when you first come to it, right? The title, Humans of New York, you see a scene of New York, and then you see lots of people. It's clear what kind of content your readers are going to get and who they're trying to attract, right? Here's another one. Bumper sticker makes content more shareable. Oops, let's see here. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so I thought we might have missed something. Makes content more shareable. So not only do your readers know what they're going to get when you wear a bumper sticker like this one, know somebody who would rock a suit on Patrick's Day. It helps you make your content something that your readers can identify with. Now, here's a little ninja tip for you. They didn't say tag your friend. They didn't say comment below with your best friend's name. They didn't say share this. What they said is know someone who would rock this suit. Okay, so there's some phrases. Facebook does not like clickbait, but it does love engaging content. So don't order your audience to click, to share, to like, to comment. Instead, imply that by saying, bet you know there's a fella out there who would rock this, or tap a pal on the shoulder if you think this is them. Phrase your statements in such a way that you're not bossing your audience and rather implying the way that you want them to share your content or the way that you want them to engage with your content. And these guys are hilarious. I believe they're in Moolah. I think so. Okay, here's an example of somebody who wore a bumper sticker with his content. You can see here, it's very clear when you come to his page what it's about. Genuine fishing, that's the name of his page. His his profile picture is a little hard to read on mobile. Actually, it's really hard to read on mobile. But you know what? He's got 2 out of the 3, right? And then his cover is very clear. He is capturing big fish, right? Okay, what happens to his ads when he's wearing a bumper sticker with his content? When he's wearing a bumper sticker with the piece of his page and in the actual content of his page, what happens to his ads? Do you see that, guys? He is less than half of a whatever, not even a penny, okay? It's insanely low. He was able to do that because he was using his content to talk for his audience. And here's just examples of other people who've used the content and spoke for their audience and have grown their pages. Like Chrissy, who said she grew for 26,000, or for Aaliyah, who almost doubled her page, or for Sarah, who brought her page from 0 to 800 fans. Some niches, guys, 800 fans is huge. Angela said she grew her audience from 0 to 12,000 fans. Okay, anyways, it happens. So not only does it mean growth, but it also means higher engagement, because we don't care just about numbers, right, of people. We don't want just fans. We want people who are making conversations, people who we've captured their hearts, right? This page on the left, this is World Wildlife Federation, okay? The thing is, when somebody said, go to the WWF page, they were a nonprofit and they wanted me to check out the nonprofit page WWF. I got there and I didn't know what it was about, because all I saw was an elephant and a panda. So I did not know this was the World Wildlife Federation's page. I scrolled down and I saw a collection of more images, and then I saw some events, but I still didn't understand what this page was about, which is about saving endangered species and stuff, right? On the right is my page. And guys, here's the deal. My page at this time is not healthy, okay? It's not in a growth phase. This is not in the time when I'm growing my audience. However, because I'm speaking for my audience with my content, it means that I have nearly the same engagement, even though, or actually more engagement, now that I'm actually remembering to look at the stats, more engagement, even though I have a fraction of the fans. So you can see here, World Wildlife Federation has over 3 million Facebook fans, right? But according to Social Insider, which is one of those tools I use to help tell how my competition or how anybody's doing with their engagement on Facebook, according to Social Insider, they only have 54,000 fans that are engaged on a monthly basis. Now, my cat page has 74,000 engaged active users in a single month. Now, they 74,000 active engaged users out of 137,000 users. So 137,000 users total. So it's a fraction of the size of the page of World Wildlife Federation. So numbers do not matter. What matters is that engagement. Okay, hopefully that makes sense to you guys, and we'll move on to the part 2. Okay, here is an example of bumper stickers in action. Okay, you can see 2 of them here. These are both Ram Trucks Super Bowl ads. Ram Trucks is amazing at the bumper sticker. Okay, the one on the right is Thank God I'm a Country Boy. It was the 2019 Super Bowl ad. The one on the left is one of the most shared ads ever. Okay, shared ads ever, and it is God Made a Farmer. I actually have it right here if you guys want to watch it for like 30 seconds. I don't know if you guys can see it in here. It starts and it says, hey, so God made a farmer.
God looked down on his planned paradise and said, I need a caretaker. So God made a farmer. God said, I need somebody willing to get up before dawn, milk cows, work all day in the fields, milk cows again, eat supper, then go to town and stay past midnight at a meeting of the school board. So God made a farmer.
Okay, guys, it goes on and on identifying who farmers are. Basically, God made a farmer, and every other picture is a Ram truck with farmers. Why? Because who needs to haul stuff with a pickup truck but farmers, right? So they know who their audience is, so they're wearing the bumper sticker. Every other line is, so God made a farmer, God made a farmer, thank God I'm a country boy. So they're using bumper stickers. Now you can see the views, right? You can see the views of what's happening in the content when they're wearing a bumper sticker. Here's another one. Guys, this one was launched at the same time as the one on the left. Notice how many views it has. 461,000 views. No, it wasn't launched at the same time. This is the one launched at the same time as the one before. Yeah, I don't remember which one that was. But notice, it only has 400,000 views. This is Quicken Loans and their Rocket Mortgage Super Bowl ad. 461,000 views compared to 22 million views. What's the difference? Difference is the one on the right is not wearing a bumper sticker that people want to say. Essentially, it has a guy that pops up and says, you don't know, I'm going to show you, I'm going to make it easy for you. Nobody wants to be told that they don't know something or that you're going to show them something easy. What they want is to identify who they are, and they're smart, they're awesome, they're farmers, they're machinists, they're teachers, they're nurses, they're bloggers, they're crazy ladies who are going viral on Facebook. They're people and they want to celebrate who they are. So Rocket Mortgage goofed on this because they weren't using the reader's bumper sticker. Here's another one. This one's Sprint. Guys, this one, Sprint, had 1 million views compared again to 21,000 on the other one and 22,000, 21 million and 22 million. What's the difference? Doctor that's a technologist that's tinkering with gadgets and a robot. Can any of us relate to that? Nope. Can any of us say, that's me? I'm a doctor who builds robots. Probably not a whole lot of us, right? So they missed the mark on the bumper sticker, and their views and their engagements on their ads show it. So it's not just big businesses that do this, okay? Ram did this, right? They did it successfully, but not just big brands. You don't need to be a big brand to wear a bumper sticker, wear it successfully, and to nail it, right? Okay, anybody on here today? How are we doing? You guys on? And let me see the chat, what you guys are all saying in here. Let's see the Q&A. So we got any questions coming in. I've been watching the bumper stickers training. This is from Anonymous. Love it. And I totally understand that you need to make your page about your reader. But what do you do when you are an author and you need your page to promote your books? Boom. Okay, let me get off of this. Let me see if I have my book handy. Make your content still about your readers. You still make it about your audience. I don't have my book handy. I'll see if I can pull it back up again, guys. You still want to make your content about your audience. So one of our students did this super, super well. She has a book, Superhero Kids. And basically, she helps parents who are struggling with their kids' behaviors to help them redirect those behaviors and bring out the superhero inside their kids. What did she do? She had parents join a Facebook group that says, hey, my kid's a struggler who's overcoming. My kid is a superhero. Then she had them take pictures of their kids as superheroes. Everybody, her book, guys, was sold out before it launched. How many of you have had a book that was on the top 100 books of all of Amazon before it was even being sold? She did that, guys. She did that because she had her book talk for her readers. She didn't make the book about her. She didn't make the book about her as an author. She made the book about what her readers wanted to know and wanted to have and wanted to become for their lives. So yes, I did that with my book to make my book sell 100,000 copies. Dana in our group, Facebook group, she copied our strategy. She used our Facebook funnel. She used the ads waterfall strategy that we talk about. And she launched her book using that strategy and launched it into Amazon's top ones. So were these websites or Facebook pages? You can go to Ram's website. They also do a good job on Facebook pages, but those were the content. So I'm showing you how content speaks a bumper sticker. Your cover needs to speak a bumper sticker. Your page needs to speak a bumper sticker. Your genuine fishing, that was Andre's site. He spoke a bumper sticker. Here's Christy. She also is speaking a bumper sticker. How did you get to the stat screen? The stat where I showed you their engagement? Dave Callan, that stat screen came from using Social Insider. It's one of the tools I use to kind of snoop on your pages. Okay, so guys, I'm going to stop checking out your questions. Keep more questions coming, and I'll see them in a little bit. But we're going to go back and we're going to talk right now some more about Christy. Okay, this is Christy. I love Christy because she came from she was working at a what do you call like when she was working at like a museum, and her job was setting up and taking down the displays. She realized that she wanted to be home more with her kids. I love that heart because I was there once, right? And she's like, what can I do from home that I can make a business of, that I can invest in other moms, right? As she's thinking about what kind of things are these other moms interested in, what kind of things are they saying about themselves, she looked around and saw that everyone and their brother were playing with fidget spinners. And fidget spinners can be darn annoying sometimes, right? Okay. So she made a mom's fidget spinner. And you know what she did with this, guys? She sold t-shirts. This is a video that she got to get, you can see here on the stats of this screen, she got it to over 26 million views. If you go right now to her page and you go look up that video, guys, she has over 50 million views on this video. She's still making money from selling t-shirts from moms who are watching this video. It is amazing what can happen when you're using the bumper sticker on your content, the bumper sticker on your page, its look when people first come there, and you're speaking to the hearts of your audience. And it also happened to this guy, okay? But what if you don't know what your readers want, okay? This guy, David, I love David, okay? I love David because he stuck with it. The bumper sticker, often, guys, we don't know what our readers want. And often we have to fight to find out the bumper sticker. David, guys, he fought to find out his bumper sticker for like almost 11 months. Okay, he joined Moolah and he's like, oh my, okay, all these other people are having success. I'm not making it yet. Like, okay, my content's not going crazy, Rachel. Like, what's going on? My content's not going crazy. I'm like, well, let's look at it again. Okay, he did that over and over and over again. And each time he was struggled with his content, because he wanted to find exactly what his readers really wanted from him and from his page. Until this post, okay? I grabbed the screenshot from Charlie just because I was grabbing it first, and she's a friend of mine who shared it. So I was able to grab it quickly from her. Yeah, whatever, you guys know what I mean. Okay, so he basically taught people how to make wine from his Instapot. When you find out what your readers really want, when you're able to direct them to the content that's going to help them grow, to help them meet their goals, right? And their goals with this one was, I want wine from grape juice. I want to feed my toddlers a cup of grape juice. Then I want to go have my wine. And let's pour it from the same bottle, okay? Can that really happen? Can you make juice in a wine? This guy told America how they could do it and went insanely viral. He was featured on the Holderness Family. He was featured on multiple TV shows, he was everywhere for a while. He still probably is. But more than that, he exploded his business. He exploded his business, and he was getting 300 new people added a day into his Facebook group and his websites. This one, he has 22,000 members into his Facebook group that he was able to grow in 2 months. 2 months, thanks to using content that spoke to his reader. He had to fight to find it, using content that spoke to his reader. And then as soon as he found that content that spoke to them, turning on that sequence to then monetize them and pull them into his realm of influence. Okay, he now has 22,000 people that love him, love his content, and are asking for more. Isn't that so cool? Okay, so you ultimately want to ask, what does my content say about my reader? Does it make them look good when they post and they share it and they talk about it? Does it make them feel good? Does it make them smile? Does it make their lives better, and ultimately better because they're now getting to maybe share it with somebody else? And does it have a trigger? Now, if you go back to Ram trucks, the trigger, farming, okay? The trigger for the fidget spinner was a fidget spinner, right? The trigger for Dave was wine. Does your content have a trigger that people can attach themselves to? Okay, the parts of the page. If your page does not have a trigger, if your page is confusing, if your page has a lot of chaos on it, it's hard for your readers to identify themselves with it and to attach themselves to it. Here is a page. I just picked a random page online, guys. So if this is not like, it's not one of my previous students, I just randomly picked a page, okay? And this was a page where if you look at it on mobile, it's really hard to see what the page is about because there's too much going on, right? If you're confusing your reader because the profile is unknown, you don't know that's a stamp. You just see somebody's hands holding something and you're not even sure what it is, right? The content may not be clear as to what they're about. It's not feeding Facebook because it's got lots going on and it's got a lot of hashtags and redirects. So you want to make sure your content is feeding Facebook and feeding your readers. Here's one of our students who's gone insanely viral. This is Carrie, from Eating on a Dime. She's had not one, but 16 posts that get to multiple millions, okay? Single post on Facebook get to multiple millions. You go to her page, unlike my rubber stamp, you know exactly what she's about. Easy comfort food, right? When you can be clear what you're about, you know it, you can attract that reader. Here's another person, Todd Hairbach. I love Todd. I love Todd because he loves on his audience in a very tight niche. His niche, do you guys know what that is? Okay, it's not clear to most of us, right? But the thing is, his bumper sticker is really clear to who he wants to reach. He wants to reach people who run sound systems in massive stadiums. It's a small niche, guys. He has over 100,000 people. Most likely, that's everybody in his niche, okay? How many people are running sound systems of that size and that nature in the United States? Probably not very many people. He probably has them all on his page. Nobody else recognizes what that mixer is, right? His people, though, they can come to this page. They see PA. They know that means whatever sound equipment. The word PA stands for sound equipment, okay? And they look at the cover photo. They know what that is. They're in the in club because they see what this is. It is optimized to attract that person. Ram Trucks, remember when somebody said, well, is it also the bumper sticker? Yes, here's Ram Trucks' Facebook page at the time I grabbed the screenshot, right? They changed their Facebook page cover and content a lot. So it's not probably the same one now, but you can see it's got farm in the background and it's got trucks and they're still wearing the bumper sticker for their audience. Okay. Why is the bumper sticker important? Essentially, people want to pretend their lives are awesome. I found that quote on Instagram about Facebook and I thought, oh my word, it's so true. May your life be as awesome as you pretend it is on Facebook. Now, the bumper sticker is only part of it. Now, we cover the bumper sticker inside the course. We open the course actually right now. The course is open like literally right now. We opened it and it's moolah.life is our Facebook course. Don't everybody go there because then you're like, leave the presentation. That's not cool. I mean, come on, stick around for the presentation, then go over. Okay, anyways, but it's moolah.life. And we talk about the bumper sticker. This whole week, we are releasing the content this week about the bumper sticker. And then next week, we're going to begin feeding Facebook. So if you go to the course and you buy it right now, you'll see the content about how you can make sure your messaging is clear, how you're positioning your product for your audience, and then moving into feeding Facebook. And feeding Facebook is, we have 6 modules in the course, and I'm adding a 7th one. So I didn't tell anybody about this, but we're adding a 7th one, and 6 modules in the course. And we cover everything from what kind of content your Facebook page needs into how you can convert an audience who just recognizes you into a diehard fan that's going to buy everything that you have and ask you for more. Okay, so feeding Facebook is one. You need to feed the machine. The key for ultimately is focusing on engagement and mobile. I think those, there's like, okay guys, I have like 20 tips on how you can feed, maybe 25 tips on how you can feed Facebook. And yes, all of them are important and all of them help you grow your Facebook audience. Like, yes, it's important to have a variety of content. Yes, it's important to post consistently. And yes, it's important to yada, yada, yada. But if I had to pick just 2 things that you should do right now to feed Facebook that would make the most difference, it would be these 2 things. Focus on engagement and optimize your page for mobile. Focus on engagement, optimize your page for mobile. And the third one would be adding a variety. Okay, engagement. There are a lot of different ways that people engage with your content. Everything from giving you a thumbs up, right? To having 2 people get in an argument and go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth on your page, right? Having people tag someone in a comment. Having people upload a video in a response to you because they care so much, they want to tell you what they think from their face to you on your feed. That's awesome, right? sharing it onto a wall, sharing it over Messenger, saving it, spending time on it, embedding the content, yada, yada, yada. There's so many different ways people can engage on your content on Facebook. We want them all. Ultimately though, guys, I was going to move on, but let me talk about two that I think are the most important. Right now, the ones that I think Facebook is emphasizing the most are comments between people and comments in Messenger. Those two are the ones I think Facebook likes the most right now. So if you're going to emphasize one of those that you're going to try to optimize your content to get the most out of, those would be the two that I would start with: comments between people and comments via Messenger. Okay, I'm going to take like a fast break here. We're going to stop the screen share and hop back in here and see if you guys have any other questions. Head into the Q&A. Let's see here. Anonymous says she's watched all of our series and she loves it. She's still trying to struggle to find okay. It's a really long thing, so I'm trying to like say it fast, but okay, I'll just go through it. She watched all my series, loved it, still struggling to figure out how to have people identify with my page. Helping people with back pain when people don't want to talk or share about it. Okay, Anonymous, we actually have helped a doctor do the same thing. Not with back pain specifically, but he was trying to help people who are dealing with ongoing and chronic pain and were at risk of opioid abuse, because he was a doctor to help people get off of opioids. That was what his practice was for. His was not quite a rehab, but similar to a rehab. His practice was helping people get off of opioid addictions and opioid drugs. And so what he wanted to do was talk about opioids. You can't talk about opioids on Facebook, okay? And you can't really talk about you mentioned drugs, you mentioned addiction, all of those things are banned on Facebook. Facebook's that's not keeping people happy on the platform. It's negatively identifying people. So what did he do? He went and targeted people who deal with chronic pain and that have given themselves self-induced chronic pain, because those are the people who are most likely to use opioids, prescription opioids, which then are the gateway or whatever. So he found those people at that stage. So for you, think about where your people are that are dealing with back pain. Are they office workers? Are they people who are truck drivers? And then talk about celebrating their problems as they overcome that hurdle in their lives. Because you're not going to talk about back pain. You're going to talk about overcoming pushing through the pain, pushing through it and getting to the end. And I would suggest not using the word pain, but instead pushing through the struggles, and then use pictures that define pain. So that would be like an elbow that's hurt or something that defines how you've overcome an adversity, and use your pictures to something that's a painful thing that people see the picture and they think, oh, that means pain, but you're not using words that would negatively identify someone as having a health condition using your description. So for example, guys, people do not want to be outed as having breast cancer through their Facebook feed. They may have told their best friend they have cancer but they haven't told their mom or their second aunt and their second cousin that they have breast cancer. And so now you're posting and sharing with them publicly breast cancer stuff. Well, that's not HIPAA compliant, because now we've outed this person who has a medical condition she may not have wanted the world to know. So Facebook is very concerned with that. And they've got FDA issues and HIPAA issues, and people have come after them for those. So they want to make sure they're on the other side, right? And more conservative and less identifying of their audience. Hopefully that helps you guys get some tips here. Awesome. Welcome to Moolah. Somebody said they just got it. Yahoo! Yahoo! Terry said she grabbed the course. Yahoo! So glad. Yeah, don't leave the webinar yet, okay? I've never had anyone have a conversation with me or each other. On your content, then that's a problem. Okay, if you're not having content on your page that's having an interaction, then we need to work on your content. We need to work on your bumper sticker, your cover, your profile, because Facebook needs interaction. That's how Facebook works, okay? I should show you my husband's feed. I'm not on this public webinar because it's private and that's not cool. But if you're in the course, I will show you my husband's feed. My husband is a true introvert, okay? He really is an introvert. And when I say he's an introvert, he's like a real introvert, okay? So he does not engage with people on Facebook. He doesn't engage with a whole lot of people in real life. He does have a few people from work who message him. because they work-related stuff. So they'll message him a question, they'll message him something. He responds to them. Next thing he knows, his feed is completely full with everything this person ever does. Okay. And I should show you, like literally the feed is all like one person. I was like, oh my word, this is crazy. And things like check-ins and like thumbs up, whatever. So my point is Facebook is so hungry right now for interaction that it latched on to this one person that my husband interacted with and completely filled his feed just with that person, because that was the only person my husband had interacted with in a while on Facebook. That doesn't mean that that's all that my husband wants to see on Facebook. He loves actually being on Facebook. That was his way of keeping in, like following up with people. He just didn't interact. But Facebook needs interaction. So if no one's interacting on your content, no one is seeing your content. But we can fix that. We have fixed that for so many other pages, and we can fix it for you too. Okay. I'm a bumper sticker. This is Diane. I love Diane's question. She says, I'm a bumper sticker. I talk about tablescapes, home decor, recipes, faith, container gardening. How many of you love tablescapes, love DIY home decor, love recipes, faith, inspiration, container gardening? All 5. Probably not all of you, right? Now, let's say you like home decor and faith inspiration. So you like home decor that's about faith. Those might go together. There's probably a larger number of people that like both of those. Or people that like tablescapes and recipes. There's probably a large number of people who love both of those. But the likelihood of you finding somebody who likes DIY or container gardening, faith, and tablescapes is probably really difficult. So I would narrow that down, figure out the one that, 1, you love the most, 2, other people love, because if you're the only one who loves it, it doesn't do you much good, and 3, that you can monetize. At least for me, that's why I have my business, my audiences, so I can make money off of them, okay? Okay, so I'm gonna hop back into the webinar, and if you guys have more questions, more stuff, shout out, guys. And those of you who are on YouTube right now, message us. I'm sorry, the webinar got packed out, and then we packed out our Facebook Live shut down. So we had to move you to YouTube. Just want you to know, I know you're there, and I know you're listening, and I love you too. And shout out in our Facebook group, and I will try to get back to those questions later. Maybe I'll pop in later and answer some more Q&A when this is over, to make up for the fact that I know you're not in with us. And I'm sorry, we were booked out before we even, like within 5 minutes of opening. So I'm so sorry. Okay, moving on back into the presentation with you guys. Keep the conversations going though, and I'll be back to it in a bit. Okay, so here we are. We've mentioned that there's a lot of different types of engagement to feed Facebook that we want to have in the content, right? Okay, so we've got sharing posts on the wall, sharing posts to page group, messenger, spending time, visitors content, uploading content. Facebook likes that. Okay. The thing is, to get engaging content, you need to kind of make it fun for your audience, or that's like a little secret tip. This is an example on the right of a brand, mobile, that made a game for their audience. They made a game of I Spy, where their audience could literally so I Spy something that's C, H, and R. Can you guess? And like everyone went around looking around the picture to see what C, H, and R are. So fun. They also, here's another one. Whoops. This person who made a game for his audience. This guy, guys, he posted this, and he sold so many pizzas because of this ad. Okay, it wasn't an ad, it was just a post. Okay, it was a post, and he said, how many pizzas do you think we sold last year? Guess. And then whoever guesses, we're gonna give you pizzas. But while he's doing that, he's putting into the brains Friday night, hey, I want pizza. It's time to go buy pizza. I'll just go buy it because I don't want to have time for this contest. It was so cool. Feeding Facebook also means that you need to be readable, you need to be brief, and you need to be about your readers. I mean, even if your brand is you, like let's say you're a coach and your brand is your name, your website's your name, you still need to be readable, you need to be brief, and you need to be about your audience. The whole point, you're in business, right, is to invest in your audience's life, to make a difference with them with your products, to make a difference with them with your message. So make an impact in them, right? Okay, so let's look at the one on the left. The one on the left, can we read what it's about? Do we know what they're selling? It's called Salesaholic, so I'm assuming they're selling something, but we don't know anything about the page, do we? Other than it looks like a female body and the word breaks off, right? The one on the middle, Coupon Wizards, okay? It's got so much going on the page. You don't know what the page is about. So like you open it and you can't read the content. There's too much happening at once. The one on the left is about marketing. But look, if you blink at that, can you read it? Okay, so I want you with your content to think about how you can make your content readable, how you can make it brief so people can get it in an instant, and make your content about them and make it mobile friendly, just like this is, right? So readable helps Facebook understand what the post is about because Facebook actually reads the text on your images, and being brief means that your readers can actually read it and that Facebook can do that whole marketing thing and understand what the content's about. It's where they do the metadata. I said marketing, but I meant the metadata. I'm just getting flustered from talking for too long. Okay, and being about them. Okay, moving on to the next one. Be blinkable. Okay, what I mean by this is, can we understand what your content is in a blink? With both of these, we don't know what they're about in a blink, do we? Okay, the one on the left, do you know it's about keto and diets and losing weight? Nope. Okay, it just goes so much happening in that one. The one on the right is about making ebooks. Again, you can't tell it's about writing books in seconds because it's just got too much information on that page. Viral funneling. This essentially is my secret sauce on how you can strategically share to help Facebook boost your content to more and more and more people. Love this one. Okay. This is the strategy, and I'm sorry, my kids just came home. They were at an awards banquet, so they're a little bit noisy. You'll just have to keep it. This is part of being a mom that works from home, right? Okay, viral funneling. What is the strategy to going viral? There is a strategy. It starts with your die-hard fan. Now, too many pages get this wrong. Let me show you what I mean. Okay, we're going to go back to the whiteboard here, and I'm going to show you exactly what I mean by this. Too many pages get this wrong. Do you guys remember Russell Brunson? I love Russell Brunson. I absolutely adore him. I absolutely adore the stuff he sells. I have bought like 6 copies of .com Secrets and given them out to all my friends. Expert Secrets, I love him. Okay, I love his content, love his stuff. But do you remember when he said he was going to go viral or die trying? Do you remember what he did? He had his page right here, right? He's got his page. Can you guys see this? Or is it too far away? Let's make it a little closer. Can you see it now? Okay, I'll have to move it back a bit. Okay, so he made his page here. He had his content on his website. And then he had everybody fly in to Idaho. He had like 98 people that he brought live to the event. And at the same exact time, 95 people shared his video from his feed at the same exact time. Then, at the same exact time, he emailed it out to his list and he told his whole list, share the video. So what happened? Everybody shared it at the same exact time. What does that do in the algorithm? It had a big spurt, but how long did it last? Because everybody shared straight from the same source. How did that look to Facebook? It looked like an event. Okay? Now, do events last a long time? No. Do they get a lot of eyeballs? Awesome. But do they last for a long time? No, they tend to fizzle. Okay, they tend to fizzle. If you're going to do one little tweak, what could we have done? The viral strategy, what is the difference between this, which is where you're kind of blasted out to everybody, and what I call the die-hard fan or the viral funneling strategy? I do the same thing. I have my post. Okay, here's my post. And instead, I'm the little guy. We're looking for that one person. And I'm going to put the post out. I'm looking for the die-hard fans. I'm looking for the people who are so excited about the content that they are compelled to share it. That's why I don't want every fan on my page. I don't want my page filled with just random people. I want my page filled with these random fans, my diehard fans, because when Facebook shows the content to them, these diehard fans, here's the diehard fans are going to be more likely to do what? Because they love the content, they're organically getting in their feed because Facebook shows it to like 0.5% or whatever it is, but that 0.5% are fans who love my content. So what are they going to do? They're going to share it on their feeds. They're going to comment. They're going to put it in Messenger to a friend. They're going to put it in one of the groups that they're in. They're going to leave a comment, and then their friend's going to see it. And then that group is going to have other people that share it, because it's also filled with people that like the same content. And these people are going to have, this person has 5 friends. They have 3 friends that are the same content. And they shared it with 3 because they loved it so much. Guys, one of the students in our course, she got one of her posts shared 3 million times. One girl, one post, she has it shared 3 million times. How does that work? She finds that diehard fan who cannot help themselves. They want to look good. They want to feel good. They want to help other people's lives improve. They put that content out there, and next thing you know, it's shared again and again and again. Okay, and again. Okay, so we've got lots of shares here, right? Guys, this is what I call the viral funnel, because these people are sharing in a circle. And let me like kind of sketch out what it kind of looks like here. Sorry, give me a second here. Get a different color marker. Okay. Okay, so here's our viral funnel. Here it is. It starts with that diehard fan. And then the content is shared person. It's kind of like a train. Do you see that? Do you see the train of content? This is how content is organically sent through the line. You can do this. It's not something it's not something you need that diehard fan, and then you motivate that fan to share, and then motivate that fan to share, and then they share. And you can encourage this by pulling these shares back into your feed. So you're pulling strategically. You're pulling this person's share. You're taking that share right here, the URL permalink, and we can show you how to do this inside the course. You share the URL permalink back onto your page. We can show you inside the course exactly how to do this, but this essentially is what a viral funnel works. And it happens because you've got that fan who just loves your content all the way down there, right? They share it for you. Next thing you know, they share it, and you grab a share it yourself back on there. You share that share back into a group, and next thing you know, you have this whole viral funnel sequence. And like Ursula, who was able to get her share to 3 million people, you can do that too, okay? And somebody says, by clicking the share button, I grab the URL permalink every time. Okay, so hopefully this helps you see what is possible. You can not look fake. You don't want to look fake. You don't want to look like an event. You want to look like an organic funnel, okay? A viral funnel. I love it. It's so much fun, and it works. Now, a little trick for you guys. It works after 4,000. And then we have some tricks that you can use with email and stuff, so you can make it happen earlier. We've had a couple of people go viral with 200. But anyways, we got some tricks for that one. Okay, Michael, do you want to pop on? I'm going to pop you on, Michael. I wanted Ryan, but I don't think Ryan was able to make it on. Unless Ryan is. Let me see if he is. Ryan, can I pop you on, Michael? And you can pop in and answer some questions for me real fast? See if I can make you up here. Good. Okay, Michael, yeah?
Yeah, Rachel, I'm here. So I've also got the Google Doc that's got all the questions listed. So I want to share that with you in the private chat, okay. And then you can just grab that.
Awesome.
So
can you grab one of the questions so I can have a break for my voice for like 3 minutes?
Absolutely. 3 minutes? Yeah. So one of the questions is, this is asked by Trisha, and I think this is a great one because I think you can speak to this very well. She's a wreather. How do I get my audience engaged on my page? I think she needs to go do some stalking.
Damon did this. He was one of our students in Moolah, and he actually, guys, I hope he doesn't mind me outing him, but he became a millionaire with Moolah. It was so exciting. Okay, guys, just so you know, that's not typical. Okay, he had like 20K a year he was pulling in, and now he pulls in 200K months. So it's really exciting. But he did that because he found out who his audience was about, and he made his content about what they were wanting. So he interviewed his audience, found out they love wreaths, and more than that, how can he have them love wreaths and multiply himself so he can provide more wreaths for more people? And yeah, he biggie-sized his audience. He grew to over 100,000 Facebook fans and built his business by over 1 million. It was so exciting. So exciting. Yeah. He's one of my, I've got him on, he'll come on. I think he'll come on sometime soon and talk to you guys inside the course, I'm sure.
Yeah, that is amazing what you can do with Facebook.
Yeah, totally. It's insane.
Yes. Yeah. Another quick question, Rachel, is, let's see. Sharing by messenger means the recipient can't see the original post and like a comment on it. Is that true? That's a question.
When you share from the URL, the person who you share from does not know that you shared from them now.
Gotcha. Okay. Gotcha.
But Facebook knows. Facebook knows where that link came from, and so they know in their system that it came from.
And so that's why they like it.
They like it because it shows person-to-person interaction. They want you as a brand to be finding content from people. They don't want you like just being in an echo chamber with other pages. So this basically shows Facebook that you're engaging with Facebook.
Yeah. And another question from Diane is, I'm a lifestyle blogger. I talk about tablescapes, DIY, home decor, recipes, faith, inspiration, container gardening. Too much for a bumper sticker?
A little bit. If you're too broad, it's really hard for people to connect with you because the likelihood of somebody liking all of those with the same passion that you love them is pretty low. So yeah, so we cover this inside the course. And if you are like, oh my word, I don't even know where to start, we do have a list of 100 niches. Now, I would suggest that the course, I wouldn't suggest this for somebody who doesn't have a business yet. Okay, like the course is meant for people who have businesses that are up and running and they're actively growing their Facebook pages. If that's not you, hang out in our free group. We have a list of 100 niches that you can build. Hang out in our free group, figure out what you want to do with your business. And then when we open our doors next time, hop on board. But yes, we do have like how to build a Facebook course. I think that's like a $27 course. But if you are like, I don't know what to do yet, I don't have a business yet, I'm going 17 directions, figure out what your readers want and what product at least you want to go for. Like you need to have some type of product, you need to have some type of direction, and then come on in. Yeah.
Another great one, and I think, Rachel, this is actually a little bit off. It's not off topic, but it's kind of, it says, Tim asks, love the conversations, but don't like the aggression on Facebook commenters.
Okay, Tim, that's on you. Because not to be difficult, but you set the tone of what's acceptable in your audience. So if you're attracting aggressive people and if you're being aggressive with your ads, then people will be aggressive back at you. So like you can go to Moolah right now, and I very rarely monitor my comments on there, but you can go to Moolah and the people are really sweet and friendly and they're encouraging. You don't see a whole lot of bashing. You can go to other marketers, Ty Lopez, okay? He's an aggressive kind of guy. I've met him in person. I like him as a person, but I'm probably not the same personality in marketing. Okay. We're completely different marketers. Ty Lopez has an aggressive audience. He's got kind of cutthroat, one-upping each other audience instead of encouraging cheerleaders who their unicorns fart glitter and sprinkles. Okay. Like I've got the sweet people who are like, sorry, I said the unicorns because I helped the unicorn person. Anyways, it's a long story, but it was in my head. Okay. It doesn't make sense, but anyways,
actually on the sales page, that's one of the case studies.
Yes,
so you can go watch that video and understand what you're talking about.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I mean, you guys totally didn't get that, but thank you, Beth, for laughing. But essentially we've helped, I want people who are sweet and encouraging and lifting each other up and basically cheering each other on, because you know what, guys, being a marketer and running a business, it's kind of is a brutal world. And so we want to be the sweet place on the internet. So if you, Tim, I think his name is Tim, if you have a lot of the cutthroat people, it could be that you're targeting the wrong way. You're targeting Ty Lopez people. You're not targeting my sweet people. It could be that you're putting out content that's kind of aggressive, so people are responding to that content. Or it could be, I'd say feeding Facebook, you might be telling Facebook to send traffic to you that's not sweet and uplifting. So, okay, hopefully that helps. We're going to head back in. Do we have time for one more question, or could I head back in?
You've got time for one more question, and this is a really interesting one. I work with a yoga teacher. She's not teaching at the moment, though, and doesn't do yoga regularly. How can I help her with posting content when she doesn't create content?
Well, you can make memes if you're working, and this is hard, guys, because as social media agencies, we have several social media agencies that we've helped build from scratch using Moolah. But if you don't have somebody who's making content, it's really hard for you to be able to generate that content for them. So, but what you could do is use photos. You can use like Ripple or Lumen 5. We've got several different brands of video like tools that have come on and given tutorials that you can use and adapt to create better content for your person until they're at a space where they're able to make content themselves. Also, set the tone for that person. Set the tone for them so they understand that it's doable. All you have to do is get on for 10 minutes a day. Look, Sally, you're amazing at yoga. I need you just 10 minutes a day to come on and show me one stretch for just 10 minutes. I need you to do this every day. It doesn't matter what time. Just come on after you drink your morning coffee, come show us one stretch. Your house can be a wreck. People don't care. Your hair can be messy. They don't care. You've seen me, guys. You've seen me with my children in the background. You've seen me with my hair my hair's always crazy. Anyways, you've seen, if you followed me, you know, you get the real Rachel, right? The thing is with your yoga people, they want to see the real yoga you. So give just 10 minutes a day. Come on, show us something fast. You can make those live or you can tape them ahead of time in a big batch. But yes, if she's not doing that, if she's not ready mentally to take that step, it's scary to take that step and make content. Use Ripple, Lumen 5. We've got a bunch of different softwares that we suggest, and they've done tutorials to help you get started.
Awesome. Awesome.
Cool.
All right.
I'm going to head back in. Sound good?
Yes, absolutely. And Rachel, if you wouldn't mind just muting me, my end, something froze. And so just mute me and I'll get out of your hair.
Awesome. Bye. This has been fun, guys. It's been like full of tech issues. I mean, like tech issue after tech issue. Do you guys remember we were like packed out and like we shut down Facebook because we were live streaming too many people from Zoom? Anyways, goof after goof. Okay, we're going to head back into screen share though. And I'm going to go back in here and I'm going to show you guys my presentation again. Okay, get back into it. Okay, and so we've talked about viral funneling and how it starts with that diehard fan. You got to target the diehard fan and emphasize a train of shares. And your focus here with the viral funneling strategy is person-to-person interaction. You want a person commenting back to another person. You want to respond to your audience then as a person, right? You want to get your audience, ask them open-ended questions when you respond to them so they're more likely to comment back to you. It's all just getting them to talk on your page. This is Eating on a Dime. I'm realizing now that I've been on for an hour and 15 minutes. So I'm going to speed up a tiny little bit here, but I want you to see what's possible. Guys, here she is. She's had over 50 million views on this post. Guys, before this point, I personally, my biggest viral, I think got to over 14 or 15 million. I was over the moon excited I'd gotten a single post on Facebook to 15 million. I was thrilled. Not only did Carrie, but we've had 3 people so far get posts to over 50 million. It's totally possible for you. And notice what she did. She pinned her first post and it's selling a product. This is a student of our course, 2 students of our course. Katie, who posted an Amazon product from an Amazon seller and a Shopify store who is inside our course, okay? And Andy. And Adam, why did I say Andy? Adam. Adam is the creator of Creative QT. And this is his storage bag. You can see what happened in this storage bag. He had over 10 million people reached by this post, and it actually got to 8 million video views. He sold out of product multiple times and went from not having a huge store. He tells you this in one of the case study stories, but where he was now able to have $300,000 revenue months. It was insane seeing him grow his business and seemingly grow it overnight, because he was able to get his product viral, because he was able to target that mom who wants to clean up all the stuffed animals all over her house and make them into a storage bag. Here's another person, and she was able to get her post to 16 million views with over 600,000 shares. Or this ma who got her post to 26 million. And this one to over 10 million. And this one was one of mine. And this is that one that I told you that got one of mine that got to over 10 million. So what I'm telling you is that this is totally possible for you. Here's more people. Okay, I'm getting tired of telling you guys it works. Okay, I already did that one. Okay, now you could reach your customers by Facebook, But people are telling me, get this, I'm going to stop shooting, sorry. I actually added this slide because people told me I'm going to leave Facebook because I'm having to pay now for my traffic. Or I'm going to leave Facebook because the algorithm got hard and I don't like it anymore. So I'm leaving Facebook. And I'm sitting here looking at my ad stats going, but there's 250 million people who are actively on Facebook. Okay. Think you might want to stick around for them? Yes, it's harder. Is the game harder? Definitely. Okay. Is the game winnable? Definitely. Okay. If you're not up for the game, these moms, like literally, I had a mom say to me, she told me she was leaving Facebook for her business. Okay. Let's go back into this. I want to show you guys what I mean. You could, instead of selling on Facebook, you could spend the bumper stickers on this was the girl who said, I know the girl who made this bumper sticker, and she said the back of the vinyl for the car. She said she would do it for me for $85, but typically it's $100 to have your car bumper stickered like that car, exactly like that car. If you want to put that on your vehicle, that's what it would take. Okay, you could do that and drive around and hope that somebody's driving and wants to take time to post something to your Facebook page and win free leggings by posting on your Facebook page. That you could hope that that's a way that you can convert someone to your business. Otherwise, you could put up signs. Oh, the bumper stickers was $100. Let's say you vinyl wrapped your car. That's $6,000 to vinyl wrap your car. Here, Ralph Elston, he put up signs. For him to have 100 signs is $1,000. How much yards does he cover and how much do people think, okay, yeah, I'm going to vote for Ralph because I've seen his sign somewhere. And how many signs do you really have to do? He could have spent that money on Facebook and done a fraction of the money and gotten even more results for that same money, even today, right? Here's another one, the Dallas Morning News. I called the Dallas Morning News saying I wanted to create an ad. They said for an ad, it would be $16,000. $16,000. Guys, here's the thing. I throw out the newspaper most mornings. I mean, when it lands on the front thing, I never even see it. Like, anyways, I'm sure I'm not the only person throwing away newspaper after newspaper and not even reading it. And yet it's $16,000 for an ad when I called them. So you can call them. Somebody said that was too much money. I'm like, well, that's what they said when I called them. So you can call them, find out, give you their number. You can ask. $16,000 for an ad. Google, this one right here. Okay. It's a billboard. I asked how much would a billboard be? They told me it would be $8,000 if you got a small one. If I got a big one and say Los Angeles, it could be as high as $160,000 a month for a billboard. Okay, $8,000 if you're in a small town and it's on a heavy traffic interstate. Okay, but still, that's $8,000. Now, this girl at Facebook, she's leaving Facebook, right? Leaving Facebook for what? For this? Okay, you could also do ads on Google. A friend of mine just this morning, I sat down at church, the guy next to me this morning, he told me he works in HVAC repair, heating and air conditioning repair. He spends $100 per click. That's what he told me this morning from Google to get people who type in new AC unit and who live near where he sells AC units. He lives in Fort Worth, so his new AC unit, when people type that in, I'm assuming he's one of those because he said he pays to be #1 in Google, and he pays $100 a click to be able to do that. He spends over $30,000 a month on Google ads. Just imagine what he could do with a fraction of that on Facebook. Oh my word. Oh my word. So seriously, yes, Facebook is harder. Yes, but compared to what? Compared to one of these options, we're still super big in the lead, okay? And I know what you're asking, does this work for a brand? Because I've showed you moms who are killing at it. This is Squatty Potty, guys. We helped Squatty Potty. I helped coach them. I helped get this exact ad out there. We got it to 45 million views. They used ads to do it, so that's why I don't tell it in the viral funneling stories and stuff, because they did put a fair amount of money into it. But we got it to 3 million views in just over 24 hours. And we did that using viral funneling tactics. Okay. We did that. It works for brands. It works for products. It works for moms. This is from Ryan Dice. He could tell you, I actually helped his company.
This is Ryan Dice from digitalmarketer.com. Just wanted to give a quick shout out to my friend Rachel Miller and her incredible Facebook training. We not only leverage her content to train our own team at Digital Marketer and some of our other companies, We actually hired her to help us really launch and grow one of our Facebook pages at a different company that we own. And she was able to take that from around 800 fans to well over 1 million in just a matter of months. So
now here's the deal, guys. He just told you that one, I helped train their staff, and two, that I helped them build a 1 million fan base page. And I did do that, but he's digital marketing. He had a huge list. He had a huge budget. So it's not typical to get a fan base to 1 million, but it's possible. It's possible for him. We also have helped Kimberly and Carrie. I mentioned Carrie earlier. We've helped other people grow. These tactics have worked for multiple brands, multiple times. Just last week, we still have yet to announce it in our Facebook group. We had another girl get a single post to over 10 million people. It's totally possible. And she did it with no ad spend, she said. Come on, let's move to the next one. Okay, so what am I telling you? Why am I telling you about this? I'm telling you about this because I teach Moolah, and we open our doors 2 times a year to the general public, okay? And that is right now. We open literally at the beginning of this launch. We open, if you go to moolah.life, you should be able to get there. We have a few other links. If you join into Moolah, we help you learn these strategies that I've just finished talking to you about. We teach you about the bumper sticker. We teach you how to position your brand, not just attract people, but position your brand so that people see you as a source that they can buy from because they start to trust you. And we then teach you about feeding Facebook. That's putting your content out in such a way that Facebook is motivated to show your content to more people. We tell you the ad strategies that we've used to help grow the brands we've coached, grow our own brands, and grow others, but grow them with a fraction of the money, right? So you can actually save more money on ads. We don't want you spending $30,000 a month to reach 300 people. We want you to have a better return on your investment for that. We promise you, we want you to have that, right? So what do you get? In Moolah, we have 6 weeks of content. Actually, guys, I'll give you a little secret. We just added a 7th week, but we're still taping it, so it's not there yet. So weeks 5 and 6, we have not taped yet. Okay, and we also have implementation. Now, as I said, it's not taped yet, so that's telling you content's dripped. Why are we dripping content? May 25th, Facebook said that they're changing the way they're doing audiences inside the ads manager. And so we're waiting to see what they do May 25th. So say by June 1st, I'll be able to release that content to you. I don't want to release content to you that's going to go out of date the week after I release it to you. So that's why we're dripping the content, because that's not fair to you to buy a course that's going to be not relevant in 2 weeks. So that's one of the reasons, one of the things you get from us though. Not only do you get the content plus the weeks of implementation, we also update that content multiple times during the year because we want you to grow your page. And we know you're not going to grow it in 6 weeks' time. I mean, could you start growing a page in 6 weeks' time? Yes. Are you going to really have true growth in your audience in 6 weeks? Probably not. So you need that full year to go back to that content and continue to grow and to continue to tweak your skills, continue to work on your audience, right? And we're going to update that content for you so that you get the best results for your audience. You can view the content at your own pace. So we give it to you dripped out, right? But you can watch it whenever it's convenient for you. You're not on a schedule. You have access to the content and the updates for a full year. In addition to that, we have support for 10 weeks inside of like basically a group coaching, okay? It's like peer and group coaching. And we have 2 coaches that help me monitor the group and keep you guys growing, learning, and engaged, right? So we have entrepreneurs in there, we have marketing strategists, we have social media managers, we have businesses, we have almost every niche. Guys, we've even had, get this, okay, I'm still shocked by this one. We have a wedding venue with llamas. We literally, if we have a wedding venue with llamas, we've got everything. Okay. So yeah, we had not last round, but the time before, we had a wedding venue that if you wanted to get married with llamas, he had a Facebook page and he was attracting people to help you get married with llamas. Okay. Page feedback. One of the best things people tell us that they really appreciate about our Facebook group and our Facebook support is the feedback that they get from peers and from our coaches that will help you grow your audiences. I mean, like I said, 10 weeks of support comes with the course. Okay, I want to give you guys a peek. You guys all want a peek? Want a peek at the course? I'm going to actually show you guys what the course looks like. Let's get into it here really fast. Okay, I'm going to pull up this site here. Let's get back into it. Okay. Sorry, it's just taking a second here to get into it. You guys have questions while it's popping up? That's totally fine. I want to utilize. I want to make sure do you have to pay yearly for the access? It's no, you do not. Patty, like I have 3 people that said, do I lose access after a year? No. What you get is you don't get it guaranteed for a year. What I mean by that is, let's say the site falls down and we have like a catastrophe happen. Okay. We're only going to get it back up for the people that are current in that year. Like, let's say we have to move platforms or something. I mean, likelihood of this happening is like very, very low, guys. Okay. But like MySpace is not around anymore. Okay. Hotmail is not a thing. So like things happen. Okay. I'm not expecting this is going to be up in 10 years or for life. So for you, you do get frozen access after your year. So that means after a calendar year, you can still get access to the course, but it's whatever version you ended up with. Now, you know how Facebook changes a lot? After a year, you're probably going to need to have another round of updates in like 6 months after that. So my guess is 18 months from now, you should, if you're still active on Facebook, I would like you to upgrade and get the newer version. Okay. Because you're getting 1 calendar year of updates, and Facebook changes. So there's going to be some changes that happen in 18 months. Facebook will be a different landscape. It just will be. Okay. But yes, you do get it frozen after that year. We don't kick you out. We do possibly kick you out of the Facebook groups. If you get snotty with me, we've had to kick like, I don't know, 15, 20 people out. If they're snotty, if they're not a good fit for our community, the community is a bonus. So, if things happen, okay, people have bad days, we do let them back in if they apologize, but you know how, anyways, you guys know how life works. Okay. You guys we're all adults and we've seen stuff like this happen. Okay. I'm going to go right now and I'm going to show you what the course looks like. Where did I put it? Where did it go? Did I close the window? Here it is. Okay. I'm going to show you guys what the course looks like. You guys ready to look, take a peek? Let's screen share again here. Okay. Here it is, guys. This is the course. Okay, so we begin, we have 7 modules. I told you we have 6, but we're adding a 7th. So got some in here. You begin and you can tell us what you're gonna begin. This is the introduction. So this doesn't even count as your module, but it tells you what you're gonna be learning. Here's our roadmap so you can see what the course covers. We cover everything from what kind of content to post, when you should be posting, how you should be focusing your page for growth. If it's going to load, it's taking forever to load. I don't have patience for that. Okay. We've got inside the actual course, you can go into a section. So this is a module. There are 6 modules total. One is your fans. Next is your content. Next one is how you can grow, how to set your page up for growth. Next one is virals. Guys, here's the thing. You need to be a certain size to be able to take advantage of this section. So just a heads up, if you're not there yet, hang tight. You'll grow as the course goes on. And then after that is ads. Some people never take ads and they do the ads portion. They still grow their page using the organic methods before they ever get to ads. And then if they do, like we had one girl who grew her page to 1 million fans. She spent under $700 the entire year on ads. So ads are not necessary for this course, but they kind of help jumpstart stuff. So we do suggest some ads, especially as you're jumpstarting. If you're in a difficult niche, say heating and air conditioning, that's a hard niche. Pain management, that's a hard niche. Hard because Facebook makes it more difficult and because it's a high dollar product. So there's a lot of money in healthcare. So you have to pay more because it's those type of niches. So my point is there are niches that are more difficult. You may have to pay more in ads. So there's a wide range in what we help you with, but we help you by knowing help you know your fan base, help you optimize your content, help you come up with a growth plan, a strategy, and a schedule for you to consistently get your content out there, help you create virals or engagement if you're not ready, if your page isn't ready for virals yet. We help you with our ad strategy that we've used to sell thousands and hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of products. And we're closing in on 1 million on just a single product soon. So it's kind of exciting. And then last week, we would talk about your audience. And we talk about basically Facebook funnels, how to collect audiences, how to share content back to that audience and convert them from somebody who's just visited your page and is a fan that barely knows you and barely cares about you into a fan who loves you, buys from your stuff, and tells others about you. Okay, so that's the sections of our course. Each section has between 1 and I think I think one section I think has 6 videos, and then I think one section might have like 9 or 10, but the average sections are like 6 to 10 videos, okay? And each video is roughly, let's go into when. I think they're about like 10 minutes long each. So this one here is 6 minutes long. So some videos are 6 minutes long, some might be 10 minutes long. So let's go into this one. Here we go. This one is 10 and a half minutes long. I like to keep them short, sweet, to the point, and actionable. So in each video, you should have a task that you could be able to implement. So, or a theory that you should go implement when you're done with the course. So in this one, we have a lesson overview for you to read. Those of you who like transcripts and you want to read the whole thing, you don't want to listen to me talk, you don't want to listen to me drone on, do it. We've got checklists in not every single section, but a lot of the sections have an actionable checklist. So you can take this and immediately put it into place in your business. Okay, so this is the course. This is what it is. This is what it looks like. This is how you navigate it. You can go all through your content. You can skip around. You can check them off and say, I'm done. Yeah, this is the course. Okay, I'm going to stop screen sharing here and get back into the sections with you guys. Okay. Do we have any questions, Michael, before I head back in?
Let me check. Yeah, we have a bunch of questions that have popped in. Let's see. Cindy asked, do food sensitivities count as health problems? I want people to interact with each other and share ideas and recipes.
Food sensitivity, you can say food sensitivity, and that's not a problem. If you say allergies, yes. If you say, if it's inflammation, yes. So there's different health terms that then move into the medical world. So you can have a food preference or food sensitivity, and that's not a medical term, at least at this point. But let's say you move into that world, that realm of diagnosing or something that could be diagnosed. So let's say the kid doesn't want the world to know he's got a peanut allergy. Then you don't want to out them. Does that make sense? So.
Yes, that was good. We also have Amy asks, I have no Facebook page, no website, no blog, but I'm interested in doing this for business. Do you think I should buy this course at this time?
You're interested. So you want to become a social media manager? In that case, yeah, we have had people who were not social media managers before and had no business take Moolah and build social media businesses. That said, it's a bit of a gamble because you don't know if you like this job or if you're good at it yet. So if this is your last $1,000, no, I would not sign up for it. If this is even something where you're struggling, I wouldn't this has to be something where you're going to be able to put in hours and hours to learn a new business and see if you're good at it. And I don't want you to gamble on that. Does that make sense? So don't make an unwise decision with your life. But at the same time, if you love people, if you love making an impact in businesses, there are businesses who need you, and we show you how to build. We don't show you how to build an agency. We have a bonus that does that. We have 2 girls who've done bonus to help build agencies. And actually, you can write them and say, hey, can I work for you? I'm taking Moolah. Can I work for you and do some of the clients and help you so I can kind of learn what I'm doing? They would probably be super willing to have you on board. I mean, I know both of them. They're very giving. They have a heart that wants to help others get untrapped too. So anyways, my suggestion for you though is to be careful. I don't want you to feel pressured to purchase something that's not a good fit for you though. So be sure that you want to do that as a job.
Yeah, absolutely.
For sure, but be sure you want it.
Yeah, I mean, right now, Rachel, we're hiring for someone that, has gone through Moolah and can help us with our social media.
Most Moolah people make $8,000 to $10,000 a month they graduate if they can prove that they've been successful in Moolah. The problem is if you're brand new and you've never done this before, it might take you 6 months to be able to prove that you can do it because it is a lot of skills that you have to learn. So that said, most people that graduate from Moolah and guys, I don't approve everybody. I think we approve 1/3 of the people that apply. But the people who do apply and are able to prove that they can go viral and prove that they can get engagement, 1/3 of the people that apply, roughly, I'd love to see more, but they are making 8 to 10K a year, a month, off of business.
Yeah. So Rachel asks, she says, I share my business page post. I'm a custom cake decorator in my personal page, and that is where people are commenting on my content, not on my business page. How do I direct them to comment on my page instead?
Okay. The problem is right now you're acting as your personal brand. So you've got 4 ways that people interact on Facebook. They interact with their personal profile, they interact with groups, and they interact with their pages, and then they interact on Messenger. As a business, you kind of want all of those, but you're going to want to direct people back to your page. So what I would do is share as you share your post and then respond on that. And because you're not allowed to sell from your profile, from your Facebook wall, you're not allowed to sell. So hopefully Facebook lightens up on that a little bit, but you can't sell from there. So being that you can't sell, you can't run ads, you can't target, I would share your page on your profile until you can train your audience to go to your page.
And another quick question from Vicky, and this is a really good one. She said, so I'm reaching out to caregivers of people with dementia, so I can't do that. How could, because that's important, how could Vicky do that?
Well, think about, what do people who are caring with people of dementia want the world to know about them? They're probably feeling a little isolated, and they want people to know that their mom's okay, even though their mom is having issues, right? So you want your content to say that. I find Humans of New York has a lot of content with dementia that does really well. There's also superheroes. I can't remember the name. Second Superheroes. I'll have to find it for you, but it's another brand that does this very well, where they help people identify with people who have struggles, additional struggles with mental limitations, and that are caring for them, and celebrate who they are in that moment. And it's really precious and beautiful. Okay. I'm going to pop back in. Is that good, Michael?
Go for it.
Awesome. Thank you. Okay. Come on. It's not letting me screen share. Okay. Let's try it again. How much time does it take? I've got a lot of people that ask me this. How much time does it take to go through Moolah? Okay. The course, if you're going to go through just the course content, it's probably about 40 to 90 minutes a week. But because we found that people kind of get overwhelmed as they're going, we give you breaks in the middle with time to implement. So you do 3 weeks, and then you take a week and we implement together. So we we call a Moolah maze, and we walk through the content together. And then we take 3 more weeks and we do another week of implementation. And then we still have 2 more weeks of support for you. Okay, and you can watch them at your own pace whenever. It's 40 to 50 minutes of video time. Like I said, guys, 45, there's some that are actually probably like 35, between 35 and the max would be like 90 minutes. That's the one on ads. There's just a lot to do with ads. You can watch it on your phone, laptop, iPad, desktop. You can download parts of it. You cannot download the videos because we have people stealing it, but we try to make it easy for you guys. Okay, cancellation. You can cancel within 30 days. We have the rule that you have to show us you've made an attempt to implement. The thing is sometimes we have people who ask for cancellations within 24 hours because they downloaded and scraped the whole content. So that's there to kind of cut back the spammers. I do want you to know that the majority of our students, I'm being straight up honest with you, the majority of our students, remember David, guys, the majority of our students do not get drastic results in the first month. It takes a lot of wrestling to be able to build your page. It's not something that happens in 30 days. But I have to pay affiliates. I have to pay my staff. So we have a 30-day cancellation fee. You usually know within 2 weeks if we're a good fit and if you're able to learn from us or not. So you'll know that with the content, and you'll know if you can get results and if we're not a good fit. Okay, often, guys, it does take 3 to 5 months and even sometimes longer for an audience to be built. Kimberly, it took her a year to build her $1 million. Okay, and most people are not building $1 million. Most people are building 25,000. 100,000. Okay. And it's taking them months to build it, but those people are engaged. Greg, okay. Greg's page, he grew it to like 10,000. Okay. That may sound like nothing to the majority of us, but those are 10,000 people who all live within a radius of where he has his real estate business, and he got them buying properties and selling properties in this area. He exploded his real estate business. And not only that, he made his town into a tourist destination. It was so stinking cool. So you do not need to have a massive, drastic results in order for you to have an impact. So just so that you know, you can have small audience that still make an impact. Okay, next one, virals are possible. So if you get nothing from this, I want you to know that it is possible to use your content to attract people. If you're loving on them, if you're building into who they are, if you're using your content to help them identify who they are and what's possible, these are all people that this past spring have gotten their content viral. It's so fun, so exciting. Okay, case studies. Oh, guys, we've been on for an hour and 40 minutes. So you guys can go check out moolah.life/case studies. It's hyphenated with case studies. We have video after video after video of people who have gone viral. It is totally possible for all of you to take your content viral if that's something you want to have happen for you. Or even just build engagement. Like Greg, he didn't go viral. He did not go viral. Greg did not go viral. But what he did do was get more people that were relevant to his audience, seeing his page and growing his business. Brianna, she was able to build a physician's practice. She did that. She added 3,000 people to the Facebook page. And in that, completely booked a new physician who did not have her spots. She was like, I'm not new to, no one's coming to my physician's practice. I need to fill my slots. She completely filled her business with 7,000 and then took kind of a vacation from Facebook because her page was on autopilot at that point because she filled and booked her practice. She didn't need to grow her audience anymore. So for you, you might be like that too, where you just want to coast your page once you get it to a certain size because you've got your goal met. Okay. Libby says she wants the 100 niche list. Libby, if you are the Libby from New Zealand who quit her job to become with Moolah because she grew so big, we have it inside the course. And I can't remember the link off the top of my head, but type in niche list and it should pop up. It is not in the new version yet because we wanted people to kind of like get into the course first before we like bombard them with that. I don't think. Check. Maybe it is. Love your candor in explaining what to expect and what not to do. Yeah, hey, Tim. Yes. Sometimes people have the wrong expectations, if that makes sense. So I want you to know in the course, you're going to see within the cancellation period who I am and if this is going to be a good fit because it's not something you're going to get right away. It's something that's a journey, if that makes sense. It's not a fast thing. After the 10 weeks, because we know it's a journey, but I can't give as much support as I give during that 10 weeks for life. Like it just doesn't work, right? So after that 10 weeks, we have an alumni group or we have a membership. So that comes later because we know it's not a fast fix. I just got this to work. Will the whole webinar be available? Rebecca, we are so sorry. We were slammed. We are actually wrapping up the webinar now, which is why you got in. But we were slammed and we had too many people on our webinar, and then we went live and we streamed it live, but too many people were coming on live. It froze up twice on Facebook Live. So we then streamed it into YouTube, and I believe it's still showing on YouTube. Yes, a replay will be available from YouTube, unfortunately, and we'll get that. Jen said she's been seeing about Makers. What is Makers? We open Makers after Moolah's over. So the course basically gives you the foundation, and Makers helps you keep going. And but you're not ready for Facebook funnels yet, or maybe you are. If you're ready for Facebook funnels, email us. We can maybe see if we can get you into Makers at the same time. But right now, it's really we're gonna open it in like 2 months, guys. Just hang tight, you'll get in then. I can sell only one thing at a time. Come on. Mentally, our team does one thing at a time. So that's how we've set our team up where we sell one at a time. So Moolah is what we're selling right now, and Makers will open probably July or August is our plan for Makers. What does your page have to be at to do virals? It's best to be over 4,000 fans that actually like your content, not just people who've liked it. They're your second cousin or your best friend from high school who loves your page because she loves you, but she doesn't actually like the content. You want people who are actually going to engage on it, right? And not just, okay, guys, I love one of my aunts. She's super, super sweet. Okay, she's a great aunt. So she's my grandmother's sister. She's super, super sweet. And what she did, because she loved that I started my page, she told all of her retired in like nursing home, nearly nursing home. Okay, like I don't mean to, she told all of her really dear, precious, elderly lady friends to like my page. What did she do to my page? All of a sudden I have 60 grandmas following my page. So Facebook's like, this page is about kids, but it must be about grandmas loving their kids because all of this girls' fans, because she found out it was a brand new page, are grandmas. I had to go and help them unlike my page because I had this influx of grandmas on my page that had nothing to do with grandmas. But they were all engaging because they thought it was really sweet and they were trying to be supportive. But anyway, so yes, you want real fans. If you have 4,000 real fans, you can begin the viral funneling techniques. honestly, closer to 10,000 is better to see good results, but you can start at 4,000 and see something happen. You're not going to get like a massive viral, but you'll have a viral for you. Okay, and we have had 2 people get virals at less than 4,000, but it's harder. It's a lot harder. And by me virals, I mean like the big virals, not everyone has virals at different levels. So, okay, Jamie's popping on. Jamie's here. Woohoo! Okay, guys, I love you. Do we have any final questions before we head off for the day? We've been on for 2 hours. I want to answer your questions though, but I need a break for my voice because I've been talking for like 2 hours. So I'm going to sit here for like a second or 3 and drink some tea while you guys formulate your questions, ask them now, and I'll pop on and answer them for you guys.
Hey, Rachel, do you want me to read a bunch of buyers of the names of people that purchased?
People what? Yahoo!
Oh yeah, we've got a lot of buyers. We've got Brian and Kaylee and Jen and Annette.
Wow.
And, let's see who else here we've got. Gina.
Hannah wants to know the link to buy. It's moolah.life is the fastest way I think to get in there, but you can also get the course. Here, I'll write it out, but that's
actually Rachel. I'll just drop it right in the chat for people.
Okay.
Yeah, let me just let me grab that link right here, and I'm going to drop it in the chat here, and then I'm also, Rachel, going to drop it.
Wants to know if she has 200,000 followers, but they're super engaged. Will my course grow them to 4,000? It should be able to grow you to 4,000. I could probably, it might, if they're not as engaged as you think, it might take you, say, 2 months. If they are super engaged, you might be able to pull it off in a month. But I mean, like the content has to be solid. You have to already kind of know the stuff. So yeah, we sell osteopath courses. So finding them has been super tricky. I don't know what osteopath means, but I bet we can find them for you.
And Rachel, unfortunately, I can't drop the link on Facebook. It won't let me.
Okay, that's fine. We'll just
yeah. If they just go to moolah.life, they can get in.
Okay, that works. So yeah, but yeah, that we do have the course open for right now. Nina says she's in the middle of tribes right now. She figures she should wait until I offer the course next time. You know, Nina, this is something that you have to decide. You have to decide what's a good time for you. So I decided based on my family's schedule. I knew it was a bad time for tribe, but I also knew the summer was coming up and I didn't want to have my whole summer with a course and the way life works. You know, May and October are kind of the times when we open this. So for me, that's when we're opening, but you know, you can't base your life on, it's up to you. You do get it for 10 weeks. So yeah. Charmaine says her audience is parents with kids with disabilities and touching their pain gets the most engagement. How do I focus on positive things? Overcoming pain is pretty positive. So yes, kids with disabilities celebrate who those kids with disabilities are in their hearts because the moms who have those kids, there's so much more to the kids than just their disability. So celebrate those parts of the kids that are shining through in spite of the pain and in spite of the heartache and in spite of the difficulty that they have. What's the difference between the 1,000 and 5,000? It's a live event. Essentially, the people with 5,000 are the ones who want me to look at their page in great depth. So let's say you want a hot seat and in the $1,000 course, we have potentially hundreds and hundreds of people asking for hot seats. So I won't get to look at all of your pages. If you want me to do like a in-depth explanation of what your page is, what kind of content you need, my suggestions for a funnel, outline the strategy that I would suggest using for your audience specific to you, then I would suggest doing the $5,000 live event. Why? Because we're capping the number and we're literally looking into all 15 people. I think 15, 18, I can't remember the exact number we picked. But we're capping it at that number and all of those people, we will literally look and walk through their pages with them. So it's a lot more hands-on. My coaches will be there. We will look at your page and fix it or give you suggestions if it doesn't need to be fixed, help you sell, help you convert more with an audience, attract an audience and convert more with the audience. Nikki says she's at 350 fans. She grew her page by 100 in the past 2 months. Should we wait? Nikki, you have to be the one that decides that. So we've had people grow from 0. But you have to be the one to decide whether it's a good fit. You've had my free content, so you kind of know what we're about. That's up to you. Did we miss any other ones?
Yeah, Rachel, we've got a whole document of them actually that came in from
The document, you sent it to me and I lost it.
All right, I'm gonna send it to you again. Now, the other thing to do, because I know your voice is getting, I don't know if you think we might be able to jump in maybe tomorrow sometime and just answer some questions in the free group.
I can do that tomorrow morning, first thing in the morning. So like 8:45 in the morning, I can pop in, 8:45 Central Standard Time. I can pop in and answer some questions. I am going to be live tomorrow night doing a live cast. So I do want to save my voice because I tend to lose my voice a lot. So I'll be doing it live tomorrow for 4 hours. It'll be exciting. I'm so excited.
Yes, that's going to be a lot of fun.
It is going to be so much fun. It's going to be insane. Absolutely insane.
Yeah. But yeah, click on that link. And if you just want to scan through some of those questions, there's probably like a dozen over there. And just see if there's any that pop out to you that you want to get to tonight.
Okay. And I will try to answer these tomorrow in the Facebook group.
Yeah.
So somebody says they run a nonprofit that's not a business. Would this work for them? We have helped nonprofits. We've helped people who are, we've helped the governor with his social media team. We've helped, the thing is, do you have the money to spend on it? And is this a good investment with the money that your people have? That's something for you, whether this is a good investment for your nonprofit or not. But have we helped people who just want to get a message out? Definitely. We've helped pastors, we've helped governors, we've helped, trying to think, we've helped a couple of, like, I think it was at Animal Society. So we've helped a couple. CC says, losing your voice is better than losing your mind. I've lost both. What are you talking about? Sorry. Okay, well, it's been 2 hours almost. Michael, I'm going to sign off and I've got these questions here. Daryl has a really good one. I just saw it as it popped up. Daryl just asked, what if they don't want to attach to their issue? Like if it's relationship problems, what if they don't want people to know what their issue is? Relationship problems are fascinating for me because people, when they're going through relationship problems, what do they do on Facebook? They celebrate that loved one, right? They leave like wishy gushy stuff. I can tell when a friend is going through a divorce because I see their feed be filled with their other, right? Their partner. So for you, celebrate what their dream, what they hope that relationship is, or what they hope their next relationship will be. That's what I would suggest for people who are relationship coaches. Okay, guys, I'm going to sign off because I'm going to come on tomorrow morning for an hour in the morning, first thing in our free Facebook group. It's the Facebook group, for those of you who, if you don't know, is Page Strategies, Facebook Page Strategies. And I will be in there tomorrow morning answering questions. That way I can save my voice because tomorrow's a big day. And yeah, we've opened the cart officially now. Woo! So I'm excited. Hope you guys are too. And Charlotte, Hannah, Yahoo, Tara, buenos nachos. I want some nachos. Okay, guys, I'm going to sign off now. Michael, thank you so much for hopping on. I'm sorry that you had to fill in for Ryan. I appreciate that you popped in a lot. So thank you so much.
No problem, Rachel. And yeah, I think people have been loving this. There's been so many comments over in the Facebook group and in the YouTube and in the feed here. Yeah, it's been great. I actually learned so much.
We shut down Facebook. Could you believe that? The Facebook Live got too many people on it.
Yeah, I've been writing notes here, taking a lot of notes on our business, one of the things I want to do. So again, we've people been joining left and right. So that's exciting too. We've already started adding people to the buyers group so they can get into the Facebook group and start to, interact and start to talk to each other. So this is awesome. Can't wait to get you in there and so excited.
Thank you.
All right.
Bye, guys.
Good night.